The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, the rescue helicopter is called to the small town of Roxburgh after a two-vehicle crash. A new movie theatre, barbershop and cafe are being constructed in Invercargill with dementia care in mind. And a new rubbish truck is doing the rounds of Christchurch with some environmentally friendly features. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. One person was airlifted from Roxburgh this afternoon after a crash between a car and a truck. The accident left the occupants of the truck shaken up, with police reminding drivers about the importance of following road rules.
An Otago rescue helicopter crew responded to a crash between a truck and a car on Monday afternoon in Roxburgh, which closed State Highway 8. Police were called to the two-vehicle crash at the intersection of Scotland and Jedburgh Streets shortly after 12:30 p.m. It's believed the car was T-boned by the truck while coming out of the intersection, leaving the driver trapped. They had to be freed by volunteer firefighters from Roxburgh and Miller's Flat.
The driver's been airlifted out of here in a reasonably serious condition, and the occupants of the truck are unharmed. For safety reasons that we have giveaways and stop signs, and if people obey those, then it'll help reduce the amount of harm that we have on our roads.
The main road was closed off with diversions in place and motorists advised to expect delays. Investigations into the accident are continuing, with the serious crash unit having been advised. In Roxburgh, the South Today.
North and South Canterbury was hit with heavy rain and flooding over the weekend, resulting in the closure of a number of roads and several evacuations around the regions. There was widespread surface flooding across the Canterbury Plains, with some places getting a month's worth of rain in a single day. This low-burn farm north of Rangiora was one of many that got flooded when the Makirikiri River broke its banks. The heavy downpour also forced the closure of State Highway 1 bridge over the Ashburton River on Sunday night. It was reopened on Monday morning once the rain eased. The rain caused the usually small Ashley River in Rangiora to overflow, creating a strong current as it passed under the Ashley Road Bridge. Tanker water is being used in some parts of the region after a boil water notice was issued. Southland residents are also having to conserve drinking water due to the flooding. A new cafe, barber and movie theatre are all being built in Invercargill as part of a new state-of-the-art aged care village. Hawthorndale takes inspiration from a world-leading Dutch dementia village with the aim of giving patients more freedom in their lives.
Digging in as this extensive building project gets underway. Work has started on the construction site for Southland's newest aged care facility, Invercargill's Hawthorndale Care Village. It's taken inspiration from a world-leading Dutch dementia village, aiming to see residents living a life as close to normal as possible.
We want to do things differently. We want to, I suppose, have a different model that just changes the idea of how we look after people.
The new build will include 13 care houses, 10 retirement villas and a main centre which will hold a chapel, cafe, barber and even a movie theatre. Construction project manager Nick Hamlin feels a personal connection to this project, wishing that his family had the care this facility will be providing.
I had a grandfather I was really close to that went through dementia, and you know, to see him put in a room and sort of locked away in some ways, is pretty hard. Where here they're going to have that full life freedom.
The $36 million project is expected to generate 300 jobs during its construction and a further 11 once open. The buzz has already started now the project is finally underway.
It's been a long time coming. It's truly amazing. A huge amount of work has been done leading up to this.
With the building consent now granted and contracts awarded, the Hawthorndale Care Village is full steam ahead, with the facility expected to be open by 2025. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Invercargill is grappling with a substantial rise in parking complaints in its central business district, with official complaints up by an alarming 144%. Businesses and local residents are voicing their frustration over the challenges of finding suitable parking spaces in the city. Since last May, parking complaints to the Invercargill City Council have risen from 44 to 107. That's despite the city's extensive redevelopments over the past year. Residents say parking in the city is too expensive and are asking for more short-term parking options to be made available. However, business owners in Esk Street say there has been significant improvements since painted lines were added to street parking spots. A new rubbish truck being trialled in Christchurch could make life quicker and easier for collectors and reduce the amount of recycling and organics going to landfill. The diesel trucks can also get into narrower areas, which will mean an easier collection process for contractors.
Going places where no rubbish truck has been before. This new truck represents a new frontier for waste collection, and the Christchurch City Council likes it. The low-emission diesel truck is the first in Waste Management's Christchurch fleet to have two separate chambers. That means workers can separately collect rubbish, recycling or organics at the same time, without the issue of cross-contamination. The truck's compact size is another big improvement.
We'll utilise these in areas such as rest homes where there's narrow pathways. Cashmere's a prime example where we have a lot of private lanes, a lot of areas that we can't get the larger vehicles, especially those steep, narrow streets.
Each of the two separate waste chambers can hold up to 1.5 tonnes of material, with waste compacted as the truck goes along to make more room.
It absolutely works with what we need to within the Christchurch area.
The twin chambers ensure the contents of the different bins are kept separate, and there are other safeguards to ensure cross-contamination doesn't happen during the waste collection cycle.
End of the day, the vehicles are cleaned out and with hoses, and we'll make sure that everything is clear in here before we change waste streams.
Whether the company rolls out more trucks like this is still to be decided, with all eyes on the trial project. But the City Council believes having a new way of collecting a combination of rubbish in one go will be a real bonus. In Christchurch, the South Today.
FI Akane still to come on the South Today. A sea of orange football fans take over Dunedin as FIFA fever heats up in the host city. And a movable bike track in Southland gets the nod of approval down in Bluff.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world. And the best way to see it is to walk.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with zero deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
The sun may be lower in the sky, but that doesn't lower the risk from skin cancer. Melanoma doesn't care about the season and will continue growing regardless. Don't let shorter days shorten your days. Book a full body mole map now.
Earth is a planet of extremes. Extreme places and extreme animals. But some animals are more extreme than others. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual, the most extraordinary, the most extreme.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Dunedin's wet and miserable weather over the weekend didn't deter Netherlands football supporters from painting the town orange. Hundreds of Dutch fans marched through the city last night, proudly showing support for their team ahead of the World Cup match against Portugal.
A sea of orange marching through Dunedin Central on Sunday, rain not dampening this parade. It was a big weekend for Southern football fans as the FIFA Women's World Cup kicked off in the city. The Netherlands faced off against Portugal on Sunday night at Dunedin Stadium. Hundreds of Dutch fans taking the opportunity to bring a splash of colour to the rainy weather.
It's a great atmosphere. There's a lot of us out here. It's very exciting, the game tonight.
That match followed Dunedin's opening host game on Friday night between Switzerland and the Philippines, as football fever takes over the south. Fans are travelling from far and wide to support their teams. Dutch superfan Peter Hauer making the 37-hour trip from the Netherlands just the day before the Dunedin game.
Yeah, it feels good. Every tournament is good, so also this tournament is good.
The Dutch supporters marched from the Octagon's fan zone to the game, grateful the covered Dunedin Stadium would keep out the rain. For Dutch Dunedin resident Joost Schuiten, it was a great chance to share his Netherlands heritage with his son, who moved to New Zealand when he was just 1 year old.
It's nice to have a bit of Holland coming all the way to New Zealand. Doesn't happen too often that we get to enjoy it in our time zone over here.
The Netherlands managed to beat Portugal 1-0. Dunedin Stadium now turning around to host Japan and Costa Rica early on Wednesday night. In Dunedin, the South today.
A movable bike track is making its way around the Southland region, bringing joy and excitement to communities through cycling. The joint community pump track project launched in Bluff over the weekend and will be open to the public over the next 2 months.
These young cyclists won't be getting dirty and muddy, wheeling around the bumps and curves of this track. Around 250 people attended the official opening of a new pop-up pump track on Sunday. Children of all ages relishing the opportunity to have some fun with their bikes and scooters. Southland District Mayor Rob Scott says it was heartwarming to see the kids enjoying the track.
You can see the kids out there really enjoying it, and the fact that it can move around the different places and almost be a testing ground for whether a permanent one can be there, or just for the kids to be able to have a place to go and hang out together and do some physical activity.
The project's a collective effort between community organisations who have joined together to bring this 64-metre long portable track to life. Organisers were thrilled with the strong turnout and hope the project will provide a fun experience for children around the region.
There was a real hole in the community in the more isolated areas where they didn't have access to a lot of recreational facilities, places to go cycling if you're a kid, places to learn how to ride, and places to develop your skills.
The portable pump track will begin a journey across Southland, with the track due to be reassembled in nightcaps in mid-September. In Bluff, the South today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. One person was airlifted to hospital this afternoon following a serious crash between a truck and a car in Roxburgh. A new modern care village is being constructed in Invercargill aimed at giving dementia patients more freedom. And Christchurch is at the forefront of waste management, showcasing a new rubbish truck that can collect recycling at the same time. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Good day, Hannah.
What can we expect in the Tuesday paper?
Well, we've got details of a report that the Dunedin City Council will be considering tomorrow about what cuts it will have to make to its transport emissions around the city to meet its carbon zero plans, which look like they have to be reasonably drastic.
Okay.
Yes. We've got the latest from the sudden resignation of Kerry Allen this morning as Minister of Justice. We're chasing Erica Fairweather, the Dunedin swimmer, right now for details of her incredible swim in the World Champs, where she came fifth.
Yes.
Third, but the fifth fastest time in history in her event, which is fairly remarkable.
Under 4 minutes, massive.
It is indeed.
What else can we expect?
And our travel sections in tomorrow, and our correspondent has visited Angkor Wat in Cambodia.
Oh wow, all right, we look forward to it. Thank you for sharing, Mike.
Thank you.
Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, cold southwesterly airflow will batter the region this week with persistent showers about the coasts and blustery winds. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with southwesterlies and 14 degrees up in Nelson tomorrow. Then both Greymouth and Christchurch will be clear with light cool winds and highs of 13 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Fresh westerlies with some clouds through here on Tuesday for Ashburton with 12 degrees, while Timaru and Iwamaru will experience cold southwesterlies with late showers and highs of 11. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, wet and windy through here with southwesterlies and showers with highs of 10 degrees in Queenstown, Wanaka and Alexandra. Heading further south, showers and strong southwesterlies with highs of 8 degrees in the main spots here tomorrow. That's Score, Balclutha and Coastal at the Catlins. And across to Invercargill, cloudy tonight with westerlies and a low of 7. Then more cloud tomorrow and Wednesday with showers at times, cold gusty southwesterlies and consecutive highs of 9 degrees. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Cloudy tonight as it drops to 5. High cloud and nor'westerlies tomorrow. Midday showers and cool winds with a high of 11. Then Wednesday brings some sunny spots between cold southwest blasts. High cloud and afternoon northerlies with 9 as the high. And that's the news this Monday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand, and we're also on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
UPVC Windows and Doors is a local Dunedin company who manufacture, install and service everything they make. Sign up this month for a free glass upgrade. Call UPVC Windows and Doors today.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need. From answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one, we can help. Call Gillian's today. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Passion,
drama,
competition,
rivalry, marketing, numbers,
atmosphere,
power, fight, attack,
intuition,
love, hate, money, cash, millionaires,
fans,
and fans. Oh boy.